But the member was looking at me down his nose in such an outrageous manner. Marama Davidson.
Mr Chair, first I would like to apologise to all the members that I've interrupted for jumping in to try and get my bit. I'm really passionate about this, that's all it is. But I genuinely apologise for interrupting other members' speeches. I don't think that's fair. Mr Chair, here is a tool, a really good part, a really good change to the bill that we are debating that will take head on some of the most brutal impacts that are happening to New Zealanders at the moment. So I'm going to go through each of those parts. I've got a slight change to one of the parts of this amendment, but here is a tool that offers several different solutions that will address the immediate problem of the housing crisis, and that we often talk about using all the tools that focus on addressing the housing crisis. But I want to say that what this amendment focuses on are the tools particularly for the group of New Zealanders who are disproportionately bearing the cruel brunt of this government's failure to protect them. And those are the priority tools that are outlined in this part. So it's actually not just use all the tools, it's actually prioritise the tools at the bottom end. And that's what this part is. So, Mr Chair, the income-related rent places is important because at the moment people are choosing between rent, food, power, anything else is a bonus. So this is vital to helping improve our communities. Mr Chair, there is a part here the joint ministers must ensure, 98B, joint ministers must ensure sufficient places for emergency housing. If we really want to be serious, as I keep saying, we have to look at the bottom end, at the groups who are bearing the most negative and most harmful impacts of this government's failure. So I really emphasise that ensuring that the number of funded places available in emergency housing each year is not less than 8,000. That is actually vital at the moment. We have heard that the provisions at the moment for emergency housing are woefully insufficient. Now I come to 98C, which is a plan to end homelessness. I would actually just propose a slight addition before subset clause 1, 98C1. I'd put something in before there. I commend the stunning work of my colleague Phil Twyford on this, but my amendment would be to firstly even ask that the government can even say the words end homelessness. Has anyone heard them? Has anyone actually heard them say that? I'm looking around. Have we actually heard this government vocalise or write the words end homelessness? Oh, have they? No. So I would even propose in this part of this Act, a part of the bill that we are debating, 98C, plan to end homelessness, that we stick a bit, just to make sure we know that they understand what we're asking. End homelessness. So it wasn't a long contribution that I felt I needed to make, just a clear one. Thank you.
Melissa Lee.
I move that